Hey traders, Mark here with PPT Trading Systems. Today is Tuesday, August 1st. July is over. Today is the first trading day of August. And gang, as I showed you last week, I've been on quite a little roll with the PPT system. And just like any system, the market giveth and the market taketh away. So I just want to show you my spreadsheet here. You can see that I was on quite a bit of a nice little winning streak here for some time, and then this week hit, and I just kind of started getting beat up a little bit. And I really wanted to show this because I know this is a piece of trading that most traders really struggle with. But if you've been trading for any amount of time, there's one thing that's certain, and it's that inevitable drawdown that's looming. And here's the thing, you can never predict it, but you can mentally prepare for it. And by mentally preparing for it, you're just able to trade through it. And so, this week been a little bit challenging. If we take a look at the equity curve, you can see here, right? But let me ask you something. Does this look any different than data that I've seen through the last, this is basically 13 months of data now, over 1,000 trades actually. Does it look any different? Is there anything in here that should be concerning to me? No. If anything, hey, maybe I'm at structure support, right? If I look left, I got some structure right here. Maybe I can bounce off this and go reach some equity highs. But no, this is nothing to be concerned about. But yet this is the hardest piece for traders. So I wanted to show this just because, as I trade this week, it's challenging. I mean, I still step up and I take every trade, but every trader feels it, especially when, you take a trade and you keep getting ran over. Anyway, nothing's broken. It's just normal behavior. And if you take a look at the NASDAQ chart lately, look at the NASDAQ chart. Look at this, guys. This is what I've been trading lately. Right? Right here, bottom left. It's ugly. If you look at crude oil, ugly. Right? I don't have my zones updated. Clearly, this zone right here is gone. Okay, so I want to talk about something else. I've been talking a little bit about the L24 trade. I've actually had 3 trades already this week, and I want to do a quick review on them. Here's one that I just put on today, the pound CAD. My entry point here, I'll show you, 1.6496. It has a, let's see, what's the target on this? I gotta go over here. About 140 pips is my target. I only did 2 mini lots here because my stop was a little bit wider than I like. But I'll show you some other trades that I had. So in this trade, guys, on this chart, this is my L24, this white line. There's a problem with the Thinkorswim platform. And so the lines aren't lining up where they're supposed to be. I'm working with a programmer trying to fix it, but he's not as capable as he had claimed. So if any of you know of a Thinkorswim programmer, please reach out to me and let me know, because I could use a decent programmer to help me program a few things here. Anyway, so it came into the line on this bar. My entry was 1 pip above the high of this bar, and my stop is 10 pips below. So far, the trade looks pretty good. Let's see, other trades that I had this week. I had the Euro Aussie. This one was a bit of a roller coaster. I got long right here. Right on this move right here, it came about 15 pips from my target, took me all the way back into the hole, and then hit target on this move. I had the New Zealand Canadian dollar. entry was right here. This one actually got filled to the pip. My target was 94. Nailed it. Barely. And then I had the euro yen. Let's see where that is. Let's see, euro yen. Where was my entry? My entry was actually back Friday, right here. So it's been firing on all cylinders lately. I also missed about 200 pips of trades. My first trade in forex was actually on July 12th, and I'll show you my account statement here, gang. Give me a second. All right, gang. Here's my account statement. I had to take a screenshot of this because I obviously didn't want to show my account number. But this is directly from Thinkorswim. And so you can see my first Forex trade was actually the 12th of July. And my starting balance really was 10,000. But here's what happened. I actually had no idea the way the pip value is calculated. So I was jacking around with a few trades and lost about 70 bucks. Anyway, so really my starting capital since trading the L24 was $9,931. And so in about 3 weeks' time, it's now at $10,725. Now, what that represents is I actually have one open position, which is this one right here. So it's up $101 right now. But if you get rid of the open positions, these two numbers right here show my actual profit. So these are actually closed positions. So you can just take this minus $101. It's $10,624. So really, I've made about $700 on 10,000. That's a 7% return in about 3 weeks. It's pretty good. And it doesn't take any time to manage, guys. I don't manage these trades. I either hit target or I hit stop. I just do a 2.5 to 1 reward to risk ratio, and I just trust the process. So I've been calling these in the room. I haven't done a good job of putting them on YouTube, honestly. Frankly, by the time the room closes, a lot of these trades, well, there's no way to get in them anyway. Okay, so talked about some Forex stuff, talked about the PPT system. One thing also, gang, that I've been working on to really refining is, I used to show this 5-minute setup quite a bit. I had a trade yesterday on the YM that actually hit target for 52 points. I've got a 40-point target on this one right here, and you can see it was actually 1 point from target. So it's getting close. This is an interesting little trade. Basically what I'm doing is I'm looking for spots where the market is at support or resistance. So for example, today, the NASDAQ, I had this line drawn in on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ came into some support. And the reason I drew this line is because you can see right here where we have a bunch of indecision bars going sideways. And all of a sudden we get buyers. So here's how I read this, guys. We have a balance in the market between buyers and sellers. So supply and demand are basically equal. And all of a sudden the buyers get more aggressive. So there's an over demand at this point. So I would expect if they come back into this area, there could be some buying. So the NASDAQ hit that area. I'll show you the ES as well. The ES got within 2 ticks of its area on this bar. Then later got within 1 tick. Okay. Now the YM never got down there, but here's what happened with the YM. It was the only market at this point in time right here that had any kind of strength. All the other markets were pushing to new lows, not the YM. So I had 2 markets at support, 2 markets pushing to new lows, 1 market holding lows, making a higher low, and this was a sign of strength for me. It did the same thing yesterday. Let me show you. Right here. the market was pushing to new lows, except for the YM. I got long right here at 32. And hit target right here. All right, gang. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry, I'm not doing a lot of videos. Again, I keep saying I'm gonna try and keep up with it, but it just doesn't happen. I'm doing my best here, guys. All right. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you later.